You want to talk about this Medicaid plan? You want to talk about drug prices? You want to talk about what motivates Republicans? I got the perfect guy. Former Speaker of the House, Republican Kevin McCarthy. It's good to see you. You look great.
Well, thank you.
You get out of office for a couple of years and you're like 20 years younger all of a sudden.
I've only been out of about a year and 5 months, maybe.
It's been good to you. So let's look at these two things. Do you believe the president can do the drug price fix that is necessary? I'm assuming we both agree it's necessary, on his own? Or do the brothers and sisters in Congress need to take the signal and pick up the mantle?
Well, I think if you want anything to sustain itself, remember, executive order can only last as long as a president. I imagine this will go to court. I'm not an attorney, but if you want something to last, pass a law. I mean, you got the Article 1 powers here, and really, I think the Congress would have to act to make it stay in law, to make it happen. You got to do the rulemaking. It's going to go through court. It's going to take time.
So why haven't they done it? Everybody in every campaign complains about drug prices, and you know the argument from the other side, right? The drug companies say, oh, no, it's not us. It's that these other countries with their middlemen and stuff, they don't pay their fair share. So it's really they're doing the wrong thing, not us. What's the reality?
You got a number of arguments on both sides, right? You got for the money goes into research and development, but then why do these foreign countries get a benefit with America paying more? You've got the middleman getting the discount, not the individual actually buying the drug. The president talked about that, too. That's another provision he can do something with. I think the whole system needs to actually be looked at and not make it partisan from one side to the other, because whenever one side proposes something, now listen, Democrats had thought about this for quite some time. But when the president proposed it, the only one who actually praised him was Bernie Sanders. The others kind of attacked him. You got to start looking at just at policy and make the policy win at the end of the day. And it's hard to make policy just through executive order, but maybe it could go in effect through executive order, give Congress the ability to see how it works, and then craft legislation that may be able to hone it to be better and make it sustain itself in a longer term.
Well, with Medicare Part B, you have under the Biden administration that was at Bernie's urging, that did something.
Yeah, this is Medicare Part B. This isn't dealing with Medicare Part D, but this is actually putting pressure on other countries as well, though. That these drug companies could really say, no, I can't sell it at that lower rate because then America and everybody in the world is going to have that. The president also made a point, too, there could be some special circumstances in certain countries that are so poor and need a drug that we wouldn't base it based upon that price either.
What do you think of the Medicaid plan and the political optics of it, given how many people, you're California, how many people in Medicaid are Republican voters in California, but also in the southern ruby red states?
Okay. But you have to understand, there's a couple points I thought. You made an excellent case, but I think there's a couple things you left out. You said it's just a work requirement. It's just a work requirement. That's really not the case here. It is a work requirement, but it's for able-bodied with no dependents, okay? So the children are not going to be affected. Somebody who is older is not going to be affected. And what you find is this isn't something that someone just drummed up. This isn't something that just Republicans have looked at. Remember, this was really driven back when Bill Clinton was president and they were looking at welfare reform. The Republicans then did pass it, and Bill Clinton vetoed it 2, maybe 3 times till he finally agreed, and the Democrats really gave him a big problem. Well, the end result, we found a lot of people got off welfare because they found jobs. It was actually something that helped individuals. And this isn't something so new that Democrats would vote no. When I was Speaker, we applied this in welfare reform again under the debt ceiling bill. And 2/3 of the body of Republicans and Democrats, every Democrat in the House, voted for it. Because you want to look at the end result. If somebody is able-bodied with no dependents and is on Medicaid, if they got a job and they got an improvement in a job, They may have different health insurance and not be on there. It would improve their life as well. So if you were very sick, and remember how Medicaid first started, okay? It was for the pregnant, the blind, and disabled. And what they have is called an FMAP, where the states pay a certain percentage in the federal government. And it's all crafted different with each state, but it's like a 50-50. But an Obamacare came on and said the federal government would pay 95%. You didn't have to be blind or disabled. You could actually make more money. And then the feds would pay 95, and then at the very end pay 90. But those who are just blind, pregnant, or disabled, still we only pay 50%. And then you've got the CBO numbers that's saying this trust fund will go broke, insolvent in 8 years. So if you ignore the problem and you propose nothing, you're never going to fix it.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.